What's going on, everyone? It's Alex from Ride Gaming, and in today's news there is something that is really near and dear to me: Star Wars video games. And it all has to do with the exciting developments of last week. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to stay in the loop about all the gaming news and help the channel grow. Now let's begin.
So, as I already said, last week we had a really teeny tiny announcement by Lucasfilm that will have enormous effects on the future of the franchise in terms of video games. And I am talking about the announcement of Lucasfilm Games. Now, Lucasfilm Games has existed back in the day as well, created by George Lucas in the 80s and then rebranded into LucasArts in the 90s. But back then they were actually kind of their own production company. While the renewed Lucasfilm Games is a new banner and brand licensor organized by Disney to keep the entire new library of Star Wars games under one header. They will be the ones in charge of brand licensing for Star Wars games to any of the studios that will develop games in this universe. But stop, let us not forget about the sad 10 years deal that Disney signed with one of the top 20 most hated companies in the US, Electronic Arts. The deal was signed in 2013 and was to last for 10 years, and it is still the plan, as EA followed up on the Lucasfilm Games announcement by reinstating their commitment to the franchise and to future games that are already in production. This brings us to the second surprise of last week, which was the announcement that Ubisoft are already working on a Star Wars game. Ubisoft's studio Massive, the creators of The Division, will be working on a story-driven open-world game set in the Star Wars universe. Speculations are hot on the topic, but here we shall examine only the known truths and the most probable developments. First of all, we know that the game will be developed in the Snowdrop engine. It is the same engine that was used for Tom Clancy's The Division 1 and 2. And second, we know that Julian Garrity, the director of Tom Clancy's The Division, will also serve as the director for this game. And out of this information, we can make several highly probable assumptions. For one, we will not see the release date any earlier than 2023 when the EA-Disney deal ends. Second, it means that there is definitely no Division 3 coming anytime soon. And another one that will be more concerning for people. It's that this Star Wars game might be another The Division. Now, I have faith in this strange studio that long ago set out to make a very cool concept into a game, and that one way or another is a landmark in this looter shooter genre. And I personally have no reason as of yet to think that this studio is not good enough to try another new concept and bring it to life. But I understand and have to admit that people have reasons to be skeptical. I mean, it is Ubisoft, a company known for their formulaic approach to game design and systematic checklist objectives gameplay. And it is Massive, a studio that made only a looter shooter with very little focus on story and loads of colored loot drops. Though, regardless of any speculations, one thing is sure: Star Wars games will not continue being limited to EA in the future, exactly as we all hoped. It had to happen, sooner or later, with the inability of EA to harness the potential of this license for much of the duration of this exclusivity deal. But now many people say that Star Wars games enter back into their pre-Disney period. Remember, it was when everyone and their grandmother took a shot at making a Star Wars game. And for each good one, like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic or Star Wars Republic Commando, we would get two incredibly crappy ones like Star Wars Kinect or Star Wars Yoda Stories. Yes, that was a thing. But in fact, I doubt it will get this far, because in essence, Lucasfilm Games' function is to oversee and connect all Star Wars games into a broader canon of the Star Wars universe. From what the VP of Lucasfilm Games said, they will be helping and guiding developers with their experience and expertise to make Star Wars games feel more like Star Wars. Kind of like Lucas books were to the entire library of around 400 Legends books before becoming Disney Lucasfilm Press. So, in fact, the future of Star Wars games is even brighter than it seems, since the entire library, regardless of who is making each game, will be unified by at least some semblance of a shared and interconnected universe, and all will probably take place in a coherent timeline of the Star Wars canon.
And that will be it. Don't forget to leave a comment below what game would you want to see when the EA deal is done. I would definitely want to see something like a Republic Commando remake. And thank you everyone for watching. This was Alex, and I'll see you next time.